Hello, my name is Ricky Coulter, and this is my web design demonstration speech. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and what it is the language that browsers, your web browser like Firefox or Internet Explorer, uses in order to communicate with remote servers, in order to convey information. So, for example, it is what tells your browser where to display what text, what style of text, where to position it, whether images are going to be displayed, whether or not you're going to have scripts involved. It is really the backbone of the modern internet, if you want to think about it like that. Typing is a very difficult thing to demonstrate in this kind of a speech where I've got a single camera, and so I think instead we're going to have to use a comparison for this particular medium. So our web design comparison is going to be a sandwich. Now you may be thinking to yourself, wait a minute, you're going to compare web design to making a sandwich. Yeah, well, trust me, it really does follow the logic, so just bear with me, we're all right. Okay, so really, the key to making a good sandwich is to have good ingredients. So we've got our bread here, some nice beefsteak rye bread. Got some mayo, got some mustard, got some tomatoes, nice and juicy. Got some pickles, gotta love the pickles. We've got our turkey here, Cajun turkey, I happen to like it, it's shredded. And we've got lettuce. Now all of these together basically will represent the elements that go into a web page. So for example, you have your HTML tag. Now there's two tags for a lot of these different HTML elements. The HTML tag tells the browser what kind of page it's going to be. Okay, so, I mean, there are other documents like PHP documents, etc. This one's an HTML web page, so that's what we're going to start with. So what we do is we have our opening HTML tag. You have an opening and closing tag for quite a lot of elements. There are a few that don't, but just bear with. Okay, so inside of our top HTML tag is where our header is going to go. Now our header is represented by the mayonnaise, the opening header. So what we're going to do is just spread a little bit here and there. You know, you don't want to go overboard. Now inside your header is where your title bar information is going to go. The title is up at the top of the browser where it says what web page you're on. So we're going to put that on. We're going to represent that with pickles. So we take our pickle here. I think 1 or 2 pickles is good. You know, you could do more, but really, there's only so much space on the top of that bar, so you don't want to go overboard. Okay, so we've opened and closed our title tag with these 2 pieces of pickle. So what we're going to do next is embed any scripting we want to do, such as PHP, and it's going to be represented using our lettuce. PHP is a scripting language that you use in order to connect to a database or have content automatically displayed on your web page so you don't have to enter it manually. So we're going to sprinkle some on here. JavaScript is also another embeddable scripting language, and it's used for interactive elements such as click banners that have interactive, you know, like where it follows your mouse and things of that nature. That's what we normally use JavaScript for, and we're just going to keep this simple, do a little bit of lettuce. We're going to close the head tag with our mustard. Don't want to do too much, of course, just a little bit to taste. I like mustard myself. Okay, so now we've closed our header tag, we've closed our title tag. We're still in our main HTML tag. What comes next? The body. Now, really, the body of your web page is where the meat of your web page is. It's where the bulk of your content goes. That's what the user sees when they open up a web page. So you want to open your turkey here and apply it liberally, but you don't want to add too much because just like a sandwich, you can go overboard with the amount of content you put into your web page. You put too much meat in your sandwich, you're not going to be able to eat it. So you want to make it bite-sized. And if there's more, if you have a need for more content, or in the case of a sandwich, if you're hungry still, you can make another sandwich and then eat it afterwards. But you never want to make too big a sandwich because it's impractical. Nobody's going to want to read your website that's that big, and you're not going to be able to eat a sandwich that's, you know. So we add some meat here. We have tomato slices here, which are going to represent our bold tags, our italics tags, things of that nature. You can make it as thin or as thick as you want. I like relatively thin slices, so I'm going to put a couple of these on here. You don't want to do too many, though. There are tags such as blinking and underline. God forbid, do not overuse blinking tags at all. It's just gaudy. It's terrible, and would probably make your sandwich taste horrible. but a couple of good slices of tomato to spice up the website, well, you know, it goes a long way. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to add a little more meat to go on top of that tomato. And that's going to close our body tag. Okay, we've effectively closed our body tag. Now what's left? We have to close our HTML tag. So we get another piece of bread out, apply it to the bottom, and boom, you have a lovely, delicious web page. Now, of course, this is a sandwich, but trust me, the web page that you've made is basic, but it is functional. And anyone who goes to it will be able to understand what you're doing, what you're seeing. Now, what you could do, once you get more advanced, is inject some CSS style sheets, represented by the chips here. But basically, why you would want to do this is it'll make a good sandwich taste even better, just like a good thing of chips will. CSS allows you to have more flexibility and gives you more options in your web design, but it's not necessary to make a good basic web page. It's just icing on a very delicious cake. So there you have it. Your very own basic website, demonstrated with a basic sandwich, have some nice chips. This has been Ricky Coulter. This is my demonstration speech. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me at rcoulter@npcc.edu and I'll answer whatever I can. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.